It's the character Sonny from the movie You Got Served.
Reason, I feel like it was for no other reason but to ride white. I don't understand what the reason was. Both of y'all was good.
Yo, run that fade. Win, lose, or draw.
You
like Pokemon, I gotta catch them all.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I want to fight him. I do. And it's really not even for no reason, just because of the way he looks. I cannot stand his face.
Massa.
Right.
Love her.
What the
And they
is
still,
that?
hey, let me.
Her knees is lopsided. What the He valued Bucky's friendship over Iron Man's, bro. Really what it was.
Believe me when I say I'ma pull up when the stage drops. Believe me when I say she don't look good. Believe me.
Yo, what it is, TDC, it's your boy Srotonn here, but you could call me Tone. Hey, listen, we finna watch the top 10 worst fictional friends. Now, we got Smokey, we got Cap, and I ain't gonna lie, I kind of forgot gang name. I did watch Boy Meets World. Or, no, what is this, Saved by the Bell? I didn't watch this. But, yes, Smokey played too much. Niggas, $200. Like, what do you smoking that? Let's get into it.
Watching fictional friend relationships in movies
I'm
and
finna go in
television
the
tends
red.
to bring out emotion in many of us because we can relate.
Oh, man.
Especially when said relationships being watched are indeed toxic one-sided friendships that will make you ask one question. Why are they even friends?
How many of us have them?
Friends. Damn.
Conway, and in this countdown, we'll look at some of the worst friends and trash friendship dynamics. In the comments
No,
below,
already. I've been
let me know
saying.
what you think belongs on the next list. Let's get it.
Smoking grits and selling chickens, call that painted lemons.
It's Gucci.
Lemons on the chain with the V cuts. Lemons on the
Chain.
We'll start this one off with what I consider one of the dumbest fucking betrayals in the hood movie. Coming in at number 10, it's the character Sonny from the movie You Got Served.
Sonny sold us out.
Yup.
This your boy over here.
I like the way you bag, boy.
And it was for no other reason. I feel like it was for no other reason but to dick ride white niggas. I don't understand what the reason was. Both of y'all was good. Y'all could have Omari and them was real good. You literally just went over to the dick ride the white dude. Cause they're new. They wasn't better. Like what the I don't know.
Sonny look like an ill pit bull. What's up, man? Scrappy dude looking at nigga. This man sold the whole dance team out for.
What he could have now let me take a step back. What he could have done is he might have done it because he saw that they weren't as good as the Marion crew. He didn't want to be the background. He wanted to be the front man, which he still wasn't. He was like probably the third best dancer on that team.
For no
Probably,
reason, bro.
maybe the third.
I know black millennials, when we watched this movie and you seen it for the first time, you probably was mad as hell. Damn near wanted to jump through the scene and found his beef-flavored zebra cake eating ass.
Nigga, run that fade. Win, lose, or draw.
You
like
on
Pokemon, I gotta catch them all.
See, Sonny was a terrible friend because nothing.
That Aaron Plummer nigga, boy. Oh my. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I want to fight him. I do. And it's really not even for no reason, just because of the way he looks. I cannot stand his fucking face. But that's no here. Let's go.
Bad enough happened for this man to give away a whole dance routine to the ops
Nothing.
for 15 seconds of fame and barely be heard of again after that.
At all. I'm telling you, it was simply the dick ride. It
This
was
little
simply the dick
braids,
ride.
big shirt ass nigga sold the brothers out for 15 seconds of sea walking and some credit from Massa.
Right.
Love her.
What the fuck
And they
is that?
still put your Rosa Parks looking ass at the back of the bus.
Cut that bitch off.
This next one on the list is one of the greatest cartoons of all time.
Proud
But the trash
Family.
friendship dynamic they have is what helped ensure that they get a spot on this list.
I hope that this person is on here. Nobody yelled. Well, I don't know. Maybe gang, but Dejanay, like not this Dejanay. I forgot her name, but she's ass. She's trash.
Coming in at number 9 is the Proud Family.
Turn that back on. I was watching that.
Lying bitch.
Watching is knowing that the show protagonist Penny Proud is just a cartoon Moesha. She's really just a mix of all the good of Brianna from 101
Okay.
and all the negativity of Moesha's superiority complex.
I can
call her
kind of see
reverse
it.
Moesha because she actually cared more about her friends than only being cool with them because she felt like they were beneath her. But the hating shit did start when they were better than her at something.
Oh, so if you help a friend and they do better than you in something.
Now I will say that is true. That is very true. It was sometimes that she was tripping, but I mean, I don't know. That's just what she was in high school. I feel like it's how like high school girls was. I really don't like the other girl, the little Spanish girl. I don't want to fucking with her. She was super like, and I don't see why he don't got her on that list. Like Penny was bad. Penny was bad at times, but majority of the times Penny was cool. What's that girl name? I'm finna look her up. La Cienega. Yeah. La Cienega was trash. She was trash, bro. She was so uppity. For what? We live on the same block.
You just hating, feel me? That's why you ain't never gonna have no paper, ain't never gonna have no bitches.
But in my honest opinion, nothing Penny did warranted how they treated her. And we can
At
start
all.
with La Cienega Boulevard is.
Trash. This is crazy.
Back there be no.
Girl can outswim Michael Phelps. Take your malnourished beaver looking ass on.
Yeah, La Cienega was
Damn,
trash,
her
bro.
feet big.
She was
And a
ass.
size 17 Bernard. But for real, many would describe her as a frenemy of the group.
Facts.
That shit.
And that's
gotta
exactly
watch that
right.
movie
I
again.
don't believe in frenemies. Ain't no toting the line, ho. You either a friend or you my enemy.
I'm telling you, bro, like people be, and I feel like, you know, it's in a high school, maybe a little bit in college, like it's a little bit more common because people are trying to find a friend group and stuff. But I ain't gonna lie, as a knuckle, I wasn't having none of that. You was not finna talk out of the side of your mouth to me on no occasion. I wasn't, no, we wasn't doing that, bro. Like that, you gotta let this type of motherfucker go. Like, obviously you you like me sometime, but that you hate me sometimes, nah.
Cienega never
I'm
fucked
out.
with Penny and let her know that from day one.
Really
And she
did.
always had insults for her for no reason.
Your forehead is way bigger than hers.
Damn, I got a big ass head.
She's done everything from trying to take Penny Man to La Cienega's house being messed up and they had to move in with Penny's
I
family.
remember that.
And even through all that, she still talks shit. If we frenemies and my family extend their house to you, and
I will say that's a sign of a good person, though. A good hater. If you can hate when you ain't got shit, hey, you know what I mean?
in your time
Shout
of
out.
hardship,
She's
and
still
you
shitty,
talking
though.
slick at the mouth to me after that. At that point, I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have put hands on you at that point.
She deserved to get her.
Because ain't no point.
she
Ain't no
never
point in
got
us
fought.
being
She never
frenemies
got
at
punched
this
in the
point.
face,
That
and she
should be
needed to.
something that brings
100%.
y'all closer. If it was me, I truly would never be cool with that person again.
I
Ever.
want to see you, talk to you, kick it with your skate with you, nothing, man.
Then we got the stream being built young fug glass young nigga herself.
All right, now hold on. Now, what the fuck does Zoe do, my nigga? You not finna get on my dog Zoe, man. What is he?
Zoe.
Damn, bitch.
Morning snowflake.
She wasn't a real friend, just a nerd who tried to fit in with whoever would give her the attention. And if she could cancel Penny as a friend for her come up, she would.
Nah.
Because she was never used to having any type of clout, any type of...
I do think it was an episode where I kind of get what he's saying. It was an episode where that shit tested her friendship with them, and she was like, fuck y'all, I think.
attention. And people like that tend to do whatever they can for it. Even if that means, hey, let me
Her knees is lopsided. What the fuck?
move to a bigger scale of having clout and let me leave these little folks behind. If she could have done that, she most definitely would have did it to Penny.
I don't know. I don't think so. I'll get a new one.
Then we had the friend your mama and them always try to warn you about.
You don't need them anyway. Especially that little Dijon girl. She's faker than your fake friend.
And Dijonay.
I don't remember
Baby, I
what
would never cheat on you. Now come here. I'm gonna show you what kissing is all about.
Show me what that mouth do. Show me what that mouth do.
Dijonay is the fakest of them all because she's two-faced as hell. One minute she acting like she your best friend, and the next minute
I kinda
she spreading
remember
rumors
that. I
about
kinda
you to the
remember
whole
that.
school.
You didn't hear from me, but this past Saturday night, Penny Forehead Proud was
Penny Forehead Proud.
at a rally sleepover.
Okay, now I do remember. Dijonay was kind of ass. I don't think Zoe did anything. Zoe and the boy though. I'm gonna call him Orlando Brown because I don't remember. Orlando Brown, I think he was kind of fake, if I remember correctly. But I don't think Zoe did anything. I'm gonna have to go back and watch. Or send me episodes I can.
These hoes
see.
wishy-washy. Dijonay built like she guzzle Hennessy by the gallons
Damn.
while smoking unfreaked Black and Miles.
Damn.
Take your Miss
Unfreaked?
Pearly looking ass on. And if that's not enough, she'll end up proving time and time again why Penny should have listened to her folks and stopped being cool with the girl. Dejanay had about 60 fucking siblings, and she dumped all of them off on Penny to go to a concert that they wasn't even really supposed to go to. She ditched her to go with the other friends.
I definitely remember that shit.
coming back in a few minutes. Dang, where is she? She's not coming back.
I
Left
just
her
wanted the
with the
best
real
episodes.
baby's kids, bro.
Baby's kids?
Yeah, we don't die, we multiply.
Controversial take. I actually do not like that movie. And I don't know why I don't like the movie. I don't, because it's silly, it's funny, and it's right up my alley. I don't know. I don't, maybe it's the animation. I don't know. But I never really liked I don't like the movie.
Now, see, look, I could write a book on
I can see why people like it.
But I save that for another countdown, another list for in-depth detail. But she's the friend that's envious as hell deep down. Mask it with a smile. She's a friend that every now and then will slip up and laugh at your pain. And you'll look at it sideways.
I guess,
You thinking she a ride or die. But she doing just enough to never make you question her too much.
To stay
and
in the
keep
line.
you around.
Don't ask. I said don't ask. I said don't ask.
No questions.
The whole time when you up, they jealous, wishing
Oh
you were
no,
down.
oh no, you
But
ain't got no smoke for who is it, Eddie? Is that his name? You ain't got no smoke for him? Now see, I don't like that. You don't got no smoke for him. He was one of the fakest niggas too.
Got that shit with a smile. She's a friend your mama and them tell you about, and you didn't want to listen. And she is the reason why, to this day, you've never not listened to your folks when it comes to them telling you who's fake and who isn't. A terrible friend like Dejanay was many of our learning lessons.
I don't think any of my people ever told me who was fake and who was
friend list without one of the most problematic characters to ever touch a screen. If you make a list like this and this character doesn't make your list, then it's trash. Because coming in at number 8 is the Dookie Braid connoisseur herself, Moesha.
Hoisha.
God, I hate and I actually I think I couldn't watch Moesha simply because I couldn't stand her character. Her character was so shitty. Like she was shitty to all her friends, and she would like basically if somebody else did better than them, she didn't like it. And she just always had to have this moral high ground. And I can't stand people like that. Like, oh my God.
Bitch, what?
Moesha is
God, I hated
culturally one of
Moesha.
the best shows of our time. And you watched this years ago just to wonder how her friends even remained her friends. Because in real life, nobody would be giving her nearly that many chances. So let's talk about at least 2 reasons this motherfucker is terrible. Because I'll be real with you. One of these reasons, I don't know where I was, bro. I must have cut the TV off or just didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it for that reason.
The first reason we're gonna talk
bro.
about is her treatment of Kim,
She
specifically
treated
them
Kim
fat jokes.
so bad.
Or solve world hunger. Oh, but not unless your booty goes on a diet.
Oh, shit.
You fat bitch.
And she wasn't even big right here. She wasn't even big right here.
Your booty goes on a diet.
She wasn't even big right here.
Fat bitch.
I don't give a damn who don't like this. Moesha was a real wicked bitch.
She was.
She was trifling as hell for all them fat jokes she gave to Kim. And she
was.
had a nigga believe in Kim.
And I ain't gonna lie, this is probably why the reason why I really kind of don't like Brandy. Now that I think about it, it might be why I have it was a combination between Moesha and damn, what's my girl name? That girl, what is that? What's the boy's mind? What's my god dog? Angel, Monica, and Monica not like her because we all know Monica a real one. So with Moesha and Monica, I think those two just kind of I was like, I'm out.
Kim used to put chicken grease on like cologne, boy. The whole time she wasn't even that big to be getting them fat jokes like that.
I'm telling
But
you,
when you dealing with
she
the Wicked
was
Witch of Los
not.
Angeles, that's the type of hating shit that
She
happens.
wasn't even
Many of us
big,
would
for
never
real.
be friends with people that when we joke, your jokes feel like they
Personal.
being extra personal, like
'Cause
you
they
trying
are.
to cut extra deep. Pause. Like jokes are jokes, but I do feel like certain shit is off limits.
That's why I don't play with jokes because there is truth behind all type of jokes. So if we having like jokes about playing a game or my I don't know, just some mundane shit. But you talking like shit that's going on in my personal life? Nah, I'm out.
How you
I'm
joke
out.
about it. lets me
I
know
don't
your
cover
true
Moesha,
intentions.
but y'all know what Moesha look
was
like.
ill because she could not be getting her way. Then boom, fat joke to Kim for no reason.
You fat bitch.
Or Kim could say some light shit, a light insult, and you go straight for the fat joke. Like the shit that she said to you versus what you said back don't really match up.
Well,
Cut that bitch.
now I will say if you everybody don't joke the same. So Kim, at some point, Kim should have stopped being her friend or stopped joking with Moesha. Because like I said, people are different. People are definitely different. I'm one of those people. If you over here joking with me and you say some shit about my personal life, damn, bro, you getting big. Okay, well, that's why your girl ugly. You know what I'm saying? I'm that dude. I'm that person. 100%. Or that's why your mama big. I'm there. So you got to learn who to joke with, who not to joke with.
Number 2 reason
100%.
why I think she's a bad friend, and I don't know where I was during this episode, but bro, rewatching Moesha, rewatching a lot of shows from back then, when you able to look at them from a different perspective, it's like, damn, you realize some of these people really just shitty characters.
I knew she was.
Like, if they were real people, they would be real shitty people in real life. But number 2 as to why I feel like she's a bad friend is because she can't hold water for shit, causing her to never mind a business that pay her. Which led
really
to unnecessary
like that,
situations, like outing one of her best friend's cousins.
Why did you do that?
Omar, look, I didn't say that you were anything, you know? I thought you were, and apparently I was mistaken, and I'm sorry.
Bitch, please.
What did she say?
Now, was Brett gay?
Oh.
Well, no, you're not just gonna sit there, boy. Give me a hug.
Oh, yeah. I see it. I see the vision. I see the vision. You know what I'm saying? But because if you just chilling with somebody and then and then somebody like that come up and they hugging them like you might be like, hold on now, who is this? But I don't know. I got gay friends, so you know, I see it. She.
That boy gay as hell.
Man, that ain't even our business. It was dead ass wrong because she outed bruh, and bruh may not have been ready. But the bigger picture of this shit, and my point is, you did this to one of your best friends' family members. This ain't just somebody off the street, G. My parents raised me to stay in my business and not to be in other folks.
Hey, you need to get the fuck out of my business, nigga. Hey.
They also said sometimes in life you gonna see shit
that
may
tell me.
or may not have been for your eyes. Just understand that some things you don't have to say shit about.
You don't,
You
bro.
can easily just go about your business because gossiping to a bunch of different people and spreading rumors to a bunch of different people can put you in an unnecessary situation that you.
Oh my God! You know what? Is this my first story time? It might be, and this is my thing, right? So I was chilling, and we was chilling with all these people. It was for my homeboy's wedding, and we was there for the weekend, right? And so we end up meeting up with older friends and things like that, and then so we started talking about the girl. She ended up saying like, hey y'all, you know, blah blah blah, you know, hi. I was chilling with let's call him Jack. I was just chilling with Jack, right? And I was like, yeah. And then everybody was like, oh yeah, Jack. I remember Jack. And I probably was wrong for this. I probably was dead ass wrong for this. But I was like, oh yeah, I mean, yeah, Jack. I like, yeah, Jack don't really fuck with me like that. You know, it's cool ever since blah 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 blah. But that's how I feel what happened. Because everybody was talking about how they was hanging with Jack and Jack did this, Jack did that. And maybe I could have had that to my motherfucker. I could have. Now maybe I should have. This is like years ago, but still. Next thing I know, my homeboy gets a text and was like, hey, I heard your homeboy was saying this or that about me. As if I was just like we was chilling talking about basketball, and I was like, y'all know what Jack did to me? Like, that's not what happened. But my main thing is, girl, did you really have to go say something? Now, it's the truth. It is 100% the truth of what was going on. But I'm like, damn, you really was just trying to be messy. Like, sometimes you just gotta be like, oh, okay, and keep going. I ain't tripping though, because I mean, shit, I said it and I'll say it again. But it's just, this is something that kind of, and this is probably not even the same thing. I probably just wanted to get it off. But let's keep going.
Don't have to be in. I'm not into telling folk business, so I don't want nobody in minds, to be real.
I don't be telling people.
We should have asked ourselves one question: how does telling this information benefit me? Because it definitely hurt by putting one of the realest people on her team in Hakeem.
How does it benefit me?
In an awkward ass position. Really, both Hakeem and his cousin.
It was because you don't know nothing about Omar.
I'm that boy gay as hell.
That man was about to blow a gasket. Ding-a-ling head ass nigga.
I get it though. That's my cousin.
Another perspective I want y'all to see. This was the 90s,
spreading it around.
We in 2025. Times weren't nearly as free as they are now. Nigga can walk down the street in some booty shorts. Nigga ain't gonna say shit to him. They might yell for him.
Right. He said,
back then, nigga might throw a brick at your ass.
Yeah.
Ain't even trying to be green and saying that, bro.
That shit crazy.
Again, times weren't as free. So to me, her gossiping.
Did he come with, where are you from? Are you from Florida, nigga? If you talking about green, and you the only person that I know that use green in that way. Well, Florida's the only people that I know use green in that way. Where you from, nigga? Where
About
you
it,
from, gang?
you talking about it at school. It's school. It's gonna spread like wildfire and probably end up being 2, 3, 4, 5 different narratives by the time it gets back to
it's gonna be like
people. Especially
by the time it get back to I don't know gang name, but back to Alton, it's gonna be like, yeah, Moesha was at the restaurant and then they just started having sex on top of the table at the restaurant. That's how that shit go. So that's something you just gotta keep in mind to yourself, man. Keep your words to yourself.
I think it was irresponsible because you could have caused tension between Hakeem if he was somebody that was overly aggressive about the next man's sexuality. You could have caused tension for just his cousin going around that school having to be around men.
Right.
Like, that's a very irresponsible thing.
That's true,
I think when it comes to stuff like that, bro, if it's not affecting you, just go about your business. Because although there are people out there that don't care,
they probably could have fought him for real.
Although, like me personally, I'm not somebody that would care about the next person's sexuality. It ain't my business. There are some people that get overly aggressive about that shit to the point where it's like,
they want to fight. No, they want
you might be gay,
or they might want to ally their ass. That's just crazy.
Y'all understand what I'm saying, bro? Them type of people just be dangerous, and then it's.
And I don't know. I'm not saying everybody's like this because obviously they're not. But some people, bro, when they are super like anti-gay, and you know the type. I don't have to go down the type. Like I'm talking like super strong anti-gay. Like, that might be something else. Might be something else.
It's just some people that's overly aggressive.
Not
about
everybody,
it in general.
but some people.
Bro,
for
you
sure.
shouldn't be that mad.
You shouldn't be that mad.
If that's what bro want to do, let him do that. You expose him to that group of people as well. Mm-hmm. It's just all around unnecessary drama, unnecessary tension,
especially
that doesn't
these
have
days.
to be had.
If you super mad these days, you can look that sideways, bro.
And his family. It's a terrible friend.
Cut that bitch off!
Coming up next, we'll talk about a woman who's fade little as hell, but it's still better than a young nigga from South Central.
We down, Ray.
Yeah, that shit
her
was
drawers
bad.
big as hell too.
Big ass drawers.
Who got big
I'm
drawers?
talking about is Ebony from the Players Club.
I ain't gonna lie, this is worse. Cause that's family, my nigga. I wouldn't even call that fictional friends. That is family. That girl came from, and if you don't know nothing about Tallahassee, let me tell you something. I'm not surprised. Tallahassee is a crazy, wild place. Believe me. It is. She came from Tallahassee, saw a dude that was interested in her because everybody knows when somebody's interested in her, walked around in her drawers on purpose, fucked them. When your cousin literally brought you in on some like nice shit, probably didn't even make you pay rent for real. Now, is it totally her fault? No, because that dude is gross too. But this is some grimy ass shit, bro.
When we think of friends, many of people's first friend in life tends to be a cousin. And to me, a cousin is like an extension of a friend. You end up telling them and discussing things with them that you won't even discuss with your immediate family.
That's
However,
true.
That's not reality all the time. Said cousin can totally fuck you over because they aren't exempt from it.
This was bad.
Ebony is a perfect example of this.
Don't you think you may want to put some clothes on?
Facts.
Thanks. He ain't nobody.
He over there looking. Look at him. Salivating.
God damn, get your big drawers ass on.
Big ass drawers.
90s women did have big ass drawers. For like, why was y'all drawers so big? Even
Slide them hoes
bikinis.
back to your granny. This scene alone is part of the reason Ebony the Savage made this list. Because in the process of growing up, she proved to be a terrible friend along the way.
Yeah.
And was rebellious as hell.
Terrible
because
cousin.
she was green as hell. And she just ended up facing some mean ass karma.
Oh.
Pow, right in the...
I hope he mean that karma. Because brother, if you talking, I hope you ain't talking about the party karma, nigga. That karma, she need to get her ass punched.
Her little fade ass deserved every bit of that punch.
Okay, I think you talking about that.
Cinnamon stick man looking at
like,
that
damn,
nigga.
bro.
You have to be a cold motherfucker to fuck your cousin boyfriend. And she letting you stay in the house basically doing everything for you. Ebony did a lot of bullshit because she was young, yes. But even in the process of growing up, some things just shouldn't happen.
You know,
to someone
that's
green in life or ignorant, they have to learn. And sometimes in that process of
never mind. He using green. Okay, now he using green in a different way. You confusing me, nigga.
Finding out who they are can mean a lot of terrible shit happens along that journey.
Yeah.
It's
sadly,
easy to give Ebony some grace because she was going through a phase where she had to learn fat meat is greasy, boy. For real.
Fat meat is
she
greasy,
learned the
bro.
hard way multiple times.
Yeah.
Because she crossed the line multiple times. But I still just kind of blame it on her being young.
I don't.
You can be as rebellious.
I'm not blaming that shit on you, Young. Even when I was young and I was doing dumbass shit, there was still things that I knew I should not be doing. I'm talking about even in my wildest stage. It was some things I was like, this is not cool if I do this. But I did it. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to. And it's because I was young. It was good. I knew it was fucked up, but I still did it. So
as you want to.
I ain't never fucked my
you can
cousin's
be
girl.
rebellious 1,000 different ways, but being rebellious,
but you know what I'm saying?
Man, and reckless with that mook is crazy
Reckless with
behavior.
that mook.
Coochie. For some of y'all that don't realize that's what that means.
Hell no.
And truthfully, Ebony brings me to my next one on this countdown.
Mm-hmm.
A very similar situation of a cousin being messy and messing with another woman's man. Specifically in this case, husband. Coming in at number 6.
Oh, they talking about old girl from Mama, you know I love you. And I actually recently watched this movie too. Yeah, that shit was crazy. But at the end of the day, his wife deserved it, bro. I know that sounds terrible, and as his wife was so trash to him, so mean to him. Now, should he have fucked the cousin? No, but I get it. He was wrong as hell, but I get it, bro. When you got somebody like that,
Cousin Faith.
I couldn't imagine.
From the movie Soul Food. The same concept of a cousin is how I feel about Faith. And I want to reiterate, a cousin is like a friend. Cousin Faith was a diabolical, grown-ass cousin.
She was fucked up.
Who knew what she was doing.
Oh, yeah.
Was in her right mind, was grown as hell to know the impact of her actions.
Right.
If we being honest, when the conversation comes up,
I think they got kids too.
Who was worse, Ebony or Cousin Faith?
Yeah.
Dog, I'm always picking Cousin Faith. But real quick, stop. In the comments below, right now, when you hear this, put who you think is the worst character. Who is the worst cousin? Is it Cousin Faith or is it Cousin Ebony? Now, yes,
Ebony was wait, who was Ebony again? Terry the one that's trash. I don't like Terry. Fuck Terry. Terry was ass, bro.
They
like
both
I don't want to.
were messed up individuals, but Ebony was young and reckless, and that doesn't excuse said behavior. But to me, she did what a lost, misguided young person would do.
100%.
And have surface level.
She was
thinking.
lost, and she was
people that's trying to help you. You kind of against them and in competition with them because you may want the things that they want. And may not fully understand life. That doesn't mean that Ebony.
And I'm not even saying that she knew exactly what she wanted. She knew exactly what she was doing. But I think when you coming from a place of freedom, of everything goes, you're like, sometimes I feel like it's hard to turn that off. And so I feel like she just got caught up in that thinking of everything goes. You know what I'm saying? If I want something, I'm gonna just get it. If I feel something, I'm gonna go with it. I feel like when you living in that space and then some shit like this happens, like you kind of.
This shit was wrong. Ebony was just flat out ignorant. She could do XYZ thinking it's gonna bring her ABC, and then have to learn that shit not finna happen at all. Which is what she ended up doing in the end. You realizing all this shit that you done did. Like, and you knew it was wrong, bro. But
and then it was like fucking for like 30 seconds. You just ruined your whole life, whole marriage for 30 seconons?
Wrong from a surface level. You had to learn and get your ass burnt a couple times to know, like, oh, fuck. This was bad. And we know some people like that in life. Whereas you may have been extra smart in life. You may have known and picked up different things. There are some people on this earth, bro, that
gotta learn the hard
for
way.
lack of a better word, be slow as hell.
I'm retarded?
She was fast as hell and out to prove a point and rebel.
Yo, daddy, I suck your big black dick for $2.
Suck it, nigga!
Ebony was just an
why do you
ignorant
keep
young
using
nigga.
that?
Cousin Faith was truly a diabolical meat stretcher, bro.
Faith was bad.
Dog. She showed up to that man Miles' place of business. She showed up to his music gig. Made sure to put a debate that would end Terry's marriage for good.
Showing up
and
to
we
the
know
music
that
it was
they was
crazy.
already on the rocks with shit.
Oh, yeah.
We already know it was kind of going down the drain anyway. But any chance of them,
getting back together, it was
doing
over.
better, definitely went out the window with Cousin Faith being a Jezebel.
That boy was fiending.
I need to fuck something bad. I got some pressure built up.
Man, Cousin Faith ain't have shit on Little Caesars, bro. Coochie hot and ready. Faith did the most, and she knew better, bro. I don't care what nobody say.
She knew better,
You know the
gang.
difference between somebody that actually knows better, bro, and somebody that's just dumbass, bro. You just ignorant. She knew what she was doing. She flirted with Miles' Vaseline covered rat looking ass.
Facts.
Faith had a history of doing messed up stuff to her family.
And that's why everybody didn't like her, because I think she came around like only for like to get something. Like, bro, like.
And Ebony had a history of being a hoe.
Both of them. He was saying that. Ebony was young in life. No, both of them was fucked up. Both of them, gang. And I would say she didn't know what was going to happen when she went to that party. She thought everybody was but before that, she got a little too head. She got a little bit too big headed. And that's what happens when people, when you're in a space of like everybody kind of just wants you, you're not used to it. Which I wish they would have casted her differently. But I mean, niggas don't live in Tallahassee, so they don't know. But when you in a new space of everybody wants you, you start to get like a little big head, and you start to get like, I can do what I want to, blah blah blah. And she said I can do what I want to, and fucked her cousin's dude. So
to me, Faith
Both of
was
them
more
wrong.
calculated versus somebody that's 18 years old, fresh out of high school type shit. Like that's a whole different ball game. Like they both wrong, bro. But one's ignorant to life, doing shit to rebel.
I'm not giving her a pass,
knows about
bro.
life.
Everybody
is abreast
know
of
you
all these
shouldn't
different
fuck your
things that are
cousins.
going on, and still chose to be a fuck nigga. I mean, if we being real, they both were some
There's
real
nobody
Tuesday eaters.
that will
Faith
say
and
that
Ebony
you
were
should.
OG hoochies. They were dead wrong for what they did. I'm just saying, it's easier to give that young person
not doing
and that you know is naive a little bit more grace than someone who knows more about life.
Nope.
And knew what they was doing.
Don't care.
I seen something where somebody said that Miles and Faith just kind of happened. Man, take that garbage ass shit on.
You
'Cause
don't.
she had-
I don't care what nobody say. You don't just fuck. You don't just. Oh, it just happened. That doesn't happen, y'all. It does not happen. Even if you're in the moment, I bet you for a second, you definitely have that moment of, hey, damn, I'm with somebody. I can't be doing this. But your instincts take over, and you be like, I'm gonna keep doing it though. Like, so stop playing with it. Just happened. No, it didn't.
Had a big ass shirt on.
And then,
on, bro.
And then it was brewing.
Big ass shirt. She walked dead to that man. If you wear a big ass shirt like that, you want them to figure out what's up under it, bro.
Facts.
The next group of friends on here is one of the worst friend groups of all time, and they come from one of the few Tyler Perry movies that I consider good.
Why'd I Get Married?
Coming in at number 5.
I think I fuck with I actually like all of them, obviously, except Gang. He was trash. And I think they knew he was trash. And I'm sure they tried to tell him, but I'm the type of nigga, bro. I'm gonna tell them you trash. I'm gonna tell you trash. And I know a lot of people don't even really agree with that. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm gonna only stick with people who only do the right thing all the time. And sure, if that's your bag, that's your reservation, sure. But that's just not mine.
It's the friend group from Why Did I Get Married?
I'm gonna let you do what you gotta do.
Off the bat.
Mike, don't go telling secrets, man.
No. Come on, Marcus. Y'all talking about me?
Yeah, he was a terrible.
You put my secret out there. Let's put everybody's secret on the table,
I can't stand for somebody to take what you say and store it, and then so they can say it later. That shit aggravates me. That is not a true friend.
They belong in a toilet, walking, human, dookie turd looking at.
Yeah, he's shitty.
Mike was the worst kind of friend.
He really was.
Damn the relationship he had with his wife Sheila. Bruh got snitched on for cheating and decided to be a true bitch ass nigga. And every one of his friends' business.
That shit is crazy.
Y'all be safe. You know 12 out here. You know 12 out here.
Terrible friend.
Terrible.
Bro. Type of hoe ass nigga your mama raised. You sunk the whole ship when you should have just went down by yourself.
Facts.
I don't even understand how they made it to a part 2 to even
because it wasn't. Oh, I didn't even watch the part 2 because Gang died. I don't want to see that. But it is not like Angela the one that said something. It's not like they said something about you, bro.
Still continue to talking to this booty head ass nigga.
That's crazy. That
Mike ain't the only one because Patricia and Diane, both of y'all bubonic backwoods smoking ass niggas, are some of the worst friends. Period. Once they put 2 and 2 together, that Sheila was being cheated on, they shouldn't have let her come up that mountain by herself. And even if they couldn't get in touch with her, the minute that she stepped foot in that door, they should have spoken up. Now Angela was the realest one. She wanted to say something from the jump.
I won't say that because it's tough situation when especially when you're dealing with somebody like Sheila who obviously didn't see it. I don't know, you couldn't, but she obviously didn't see it. And when you deal with somebody married, you can't just be like, hey, he cheating on you. I feel like you have to do that shit very delicately because remember when they was in the store and Angela said something. What happened? Sheila didn't believe it. So you have to, like, you can't just come out and be like, he cheating on you. And then they couldn't keep in contact with that girl. She was going up a mountain. So I ain't with that. She was a terrible partner though. Ooh, I hate watching this movie. I would have been broke up with this girl.
Oh, I'm
easily.
So sick of this. I'm sick of it. The reason she can't go with this man or any other man is because she's sleeping with yours, Sheila.
Facts.
Don't get mad, I'll take your bitch, nigga.
But of course, Patricia and Diane, twin exotic lemur looking asses, chose the whole route and wanted to tell Sheila after the fact of the trip in the name of having a good time. And to be honest, because they knew they had shit in their closet. Once you start doing shit like that,
I can see that too.
Then all the secrets come out. They knew what type of friend Angela was, and they knew Angela would air it out in the name of her relationship being on the line. She didn't give a fuck. So part of the reason they sitting there looking stupid and didn't want people to say nothing is because they knew they had their own shit going on in the closet.
I don't agree with that.
I think the craziest part about it is,
I think you gotta do it delicately.
I'll say this, in life,
I'm big on there's a time and a place for everything. And I just don't feel like that was a time to do it. Not immediately. Now, I wouldn't have drug it on for as long as they did. That's crazy. But definitely like the second day, like she just got in the dough. Like you want to be like, I know you tired and you just got in the dough, but your nigga is cheating on you. That's not, no, that's too much. That's too much.
You've all come across somebody that was oblivious as hell to stuff. Whether they ended up being your friend, brother, sister, cousin, whatever it was.
My tired ass wouldn't even
you
like.
can always tell
like,
that person might be the person that
we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Shit just clicks with them later. And Sheila was one of them people, bro. So y'all had this lady sitting at the table with the side bitch.
So why would
going off of hoping?
There's no reason to say it now or later.
Agreed.
No, I don't like her. Good thing I brought my Vaseline and sneakers.
Ultimately, Angela ended up telling, and I think she proved to be the realest friend. And I say that because Diane and Patricia weren't real friends because of the suppression of the truth. And you only suppressed the truth because you didn't want your truth to come out.
That's not, I don't think that's the truth.
If y'all had friends in this situation and they did you like this, you damn near wouldn't talk to them no more, bro.
I'd be upset.
Or your conversation with them wouldn't be the same knowing that they did that shit, knowing that they didn't keep it real and tell you that shit before you even walked in the door or as soon as you walked in the door.
No.
Cut that shit off.
Cut that bitch off. Not true. Don't tell me that shit as soon as I walk in the door, bitch. I'm like, man, I'll talk about it tomorrow, nigga. I just went up this. What she drove like 15 hours? Shit.
Coming in at number 4 is a movie that's full of real villains. Seemed like they had a really fucked up friend dynamic, and we got to watch all the mess that follows them. Coming in at number 4 is Harper and Mia from The Best Man.
I didn't watch the second one because I heard she dies, and that's kind of fucked up because I liked her. But yeah, this dynamic, he was green for fucking her. Let's get that out the way for sure. He was green as hell for fucking her. And I think that's all I really got to say. I think that's it. He's just a terrible friend. And then he wrote a book about it. Nigga, keep that shit to yourself. What are you doing?
A long, long, long time ago, Mia slept with your best man.
Chill out, dude.
Okay, that's
First off, they both was wrong for engaging in intercourse with each other. Y'all had that man crying on the stand, knowing his best friend was giving his wife glorious back shots. It's nasty work.
Nasty work.
Upon your angelic face.
I want to fuck something.
That man was not crying because he was happy.
He was not.
He was crying
envisioning
because he imagined his best friend
getting fucking his
knee
wife
deep in his fiance.
That's crazy.
But for real, Mia was a terrible friend.
Let's say he was bad too. Don't get me wrong. He was bad because of what he used to cheat on her and all that stuff. But that does not constitute, hey man, hey, my homeboy doing you wrong, so I'm gonna fuck something. It doesn't.
I don't care what anyone says. The decision to get her revenge on Lance and let Harper hit that ass ruined that whole friendship dynamic.
It did
up until her death. Two wrongs don't make it right.
She was in the second
but
one?
For this, I'm gonna say she wasn't wrong for getting her get back. She was wrong
for getting it with him
because she did it within her friend group.
Facts.
Where everyone was close, regardless of how info got out. They would have found out regardless, and they eventually have to pick a side or deal with the awkward ass interactions.
They would have found out. That book is
when
nuts.
You make
though.
a decision like that, you have to be able to live with the outcome, and this shouldn't be a surface level decision. She would even go on to apologize later to Lance because she didn't realize the.
I just thought about that shit. That shit is so funny. Do you need some money?
Magnitude of how it would affect them all. Obviously, she apologized for him, but she didn't realize it was going to be this bad. She wanted Lance and Harper to be close.
And that's why,
but drove a wedge between them.
And I also don't agree with that because you just wanted to hurt him so bad. And in that you wanted to hurt him so bad, you end up hurting everybody. You can't make emotional decisions like that in the moment. You can't do that, bro. It never turns out well. Like I said, if you want to go get your get back, go have a one night stand. Call it a motherfucking date. But you fucking the best friend on that, and he should have said no. He should have said no. That shit is crazy. Shit is insane. But
I also feel like she knew her friend Jordan might have liked Harper, and she still let Brooke get in them guts. In real life, Mia would have lost a couple friends.
Man, back in the day, your wife just sucked the meanest.
Then we have to talk about the worst one of them all, Harper. This Section 8 Keep Sweat looking at that nigga was the most diabolical nigga in movie history at one point. Not only did he hit his best friend fiance, that man put it in a book so everyone can read about it. And rightfully got his ass whooped for it.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't throwing all that.
Listen to Miss Right. Listen to Q.
Shut the fuck up!
Okay. My office hours are from...
These scenes are...
That one decision will forever be on my list of what the fuck decisions in a movie. So much thinking had to go into that book. And bro wasn't smart about it at all. This man put that shit in there with enough detail for everyone in the friend group to put two and two together. This had to be an ego type of decision because it makes zero sense. But he risked his life.
And it had to, and honestly, the coochie had to be good because there's no way that you didn't know that people would find out. You was like, I don't give a fuck if they find out. You had to say that because there's no way you didn't know that they would find out, bro. So you like, man, that shit was too good. I got to tell the world.
And all his friendships for nothing. It's embarrassing for everyone involved. Mm-hmm. And once again, puts everyone in that friend group in an awkward ass position. Harper was not a friend. you can apologize, but that's not a decision.
And then
that
the
you
motherfucker
made. That's
was
a mistake.
the best man.
Man
like,
broke an ultimate bro code in a big
gosh.
way that I feel in real life would have made Lance eventually make Mia pick between loving him and being friends with Harper.
Right.
Them two wouldn't have coexisted in real life. That's how I feel.
No.
Coming in at number 3 is Smokey from the movie Friday.
Yes. Smokey, like I said, bro, Smokey was a terrible friend, bro. Smokey deserved, I don't know about to get shot, but he deserved to get beat up by Big Worm. He would not let his love for weed stop him from making bad decisions. And then he roped Cube into his, I can't think of his name, but he roped Craig. He roped Craig into his whole little fucking thing, bro. Like,
Friday is one of the greatest movies of all time. It can fall into the category of comedy or stoner classic.
Yeah.
To me, it's legendary either which angle that
Great
you
movie.
look at it from.
Great movie.
But getting older, and the more and more I watch it every year, the more and more I have to say Smokey is the real villain and one of the worst friends.
You walk up and down the street all day playing. He ain't playing. You think he playing about his money?
And it was $200.
Wait a minute, ho. What's this? You know my money supposed to be folded, not rolled it, bitch.
I rolled it.
I have to start off with one of the most obvious reasons why he's one of the worst friends. He almost got that boy Craig killed over a sack of weed his ass wasn't trying to really get off like he was supposed to. Smokey eat crayons and get special strength when you take his favorite toy away. Gilbert Grape little brother looking at nigga.
I want hot dogs, Mom.
Smokey's the type of friend that your mama warn you about getting in the car with because you never know what kind of shit they got going on.
The car might be stolen. We might got a sack like an ounce in the trunk. Hey man.
Or what's in that car.
And he's also the friend that be bullshitting a lot. I don't like friends who bullshit a lot.
Could get you
Not
in
my
some
bag.
shit. He the same friend that when you get your first car, your mama and them give you that long ass car speech.
Watch who you have in your
indirectly
shit.
talking about him, saying, "Hey, watch who you let in your car. Everybody don't need to be in there." I think when it came to that situation, Smokey should have just taken his L. Like, yeah, you did let Craig smoke out of it with you, bro, but Craig ain't know all that shit.
Exactly.
Craig went into this shit like you was. You was supposed to take your L. Never
he only
even
smoked,
mentioned
one
Craig.
joint?
Never
Like,
even mentioned that he
bro.
smoked a blunt because bro don't know what the fuck going on. But instead of doing that, you put his name in it. Now he damn near finna be killed too.
Right.
Reason number 2
On
as to
some
why I think
crazy
Smokey's
shit.
a bad friend. Bro, your homie was going up against the final boss himself.
We should have jumped in.
The Mega Niggatron himself.
Nah, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Now, if he's getting stumped out, like I'm talking like the brick is going to Craig's head. Oh yeah, that's different. That's different. But you gotta let a nigga 1v1, man, until he start losing. Then you jump in. That's the rules. I don't make them. You gotta let 1v1.
Yeah, that's right.
Ain't no way it's a fair fight fighting a dude like this. And I know some of y'all gonna say otherwise, bro. I don't care. We would have had somebody run full speed, Superman punch this man, and everybody getting on his ass.
Nah,
the
man.
hood bully ain't catching no fair fade.
You gotta catch a fair one until he lose.
We can put Mike Vick behind a gun, catch a bullet, or he getting his ass jumped. Ain't no way around it. Debo was a nigga form of Thanos.
I don't agree with that. That is
Smokey
that's
shoulda
literally
helped, bro.
insane.
I'm not giving the hood menace no fair fight at all because he been a menace this whole time and he ain't been fair.
I'm not saying give him a fair fight, but give him a fair fight unless Craig loses. Once Craig loses, then you know what I'm saying, it's up, man. Bricks, chairs, dirt in the eyes, everything going.
Smokey should have been the first one to jump in. That's like trying to go catch a fade with O-Dog. You know it's not finna end. You know it's not finna end with a fade,
facts.
bro.
Hell
Somebody
nah.
pulling something out. Come in at number 2. It's one of the worst friends.
Cap is ass. Captain America is the worst best friend I have ever seen in my life. But this shows you that niggas got other deeper best friends. He just valued is it Bucky? He valued Bucky's friendship over Iron Man's, bro. Really what it was. He knew that Bucky killed your family. Didn't tell you.
Friends of all time.
Niggas is
Captain America.
trash.
Now I know some people gonna argue with this, but I don't care. Captain America was dead ass wrong. Not telling Iron Man that Bucky the Winter Soldier was actually the one that put his parents in the pack, and is the reason why Tony misses his parents.
Right. Really miss my nigga.
White people. Bucky was under mind control
you
from
can
Hydra.
say it too.
So no, it's not entirely his fault. But Captain America and Iron Man became somewhat of friends. Cap knew how Tony felt
They
about
was
his
actually
parents.
pretty closer to that
Cap
point.
will also find out his best friend is the one that killed Tony's parents. He holds on to said information for a good little minute. Thinking he's sparing Tony. But to me, that only ensured that when Tony found out, it was on site immediately.
And I get it. It would have made things even worse. But what I don't like, what I've grown to learn is you cannot stop. You can't push off the inevitable. You can't. You just gotta rip off the Band-Aid because it's going. Whatever you're scared that's going to happen is literally going to happen once they find out. So
to me, it's a situation where you sit that person down and you tell them immediately, not let the enemy tell them. Because once the enemy tell, it's immediately no talking. All the time that he had to have possibly sat this man down and told him, and then you Captain America, bro, you can monitor this situation.
Exactly.
But I just felt like he had enough time to sit Tony down and tell him, and bro just didn't do that shit.
But Captain America,
it's gonna be bad regardless by you not
Captain
telling.
America be doing a lot of
it just
shady
looks
shit.
like
I just
you
don't
picked
agree
the
with,
side.
bro.
Finally coming in at number 1 is arguably the most selfish and manipulative motherfucker on this countdown.
I'm probably gonna be quiet on this one because I actually don't even. I didn't watch this.
His character will exploit all his friends for his benefits. His desires and needs come second to none, and the young pasty parasite ass nigga himself had zero morals. Coming in at number 1 is Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell. And what makes him number one
but
is,
I just never watched it.
Bruh had zero regard for his friends. He would screw one of them over, apologize, rotate to the next friend, do all that shit over again.
Cut that bitch off. Smoking grits. That nigga just use them until he couldn't use them no more. Hey man, I appreciate this. This is dope. These are always good reactions, man. It's good conversations to have. Even though, anyway, DD boy, you be having the craziest takes sometimes. But I think that's all I gotta say. I appreciate everybody for coming through. The next, I'm out.